All right, guys, Ryan here with Motorcycle.com, finishing up our test of the Adventure 790 and the Adventure 790R from KTM. Concludes our time here in Morocco, though there's definitely going to be a little bit of Morocco in my life for who knows how much longer, because I think there's sand and dust ingrained into everything of my being. But let's talk about the bikes. Let's name off some specs and some pricing and things like that real quick. Pricing for the standard model is going to be $12,500, the R model $13,500. And as far as things that are the same, you've got dual 4-piston calipers up front with 320mm rotors, 260mm rotor with a 2-piston caliper in the back. Both bikes have cornering and off-road ABS, which are also disengageable completely. You're going to get stock spoke tubeless wheels. The nice thing about these bikes is that you have a 21 and 18 on both the standard model and the R model. 5.3 gallon tank, 463 pounds is KTM's claim. We'll get a chance to weigh those on our own just to kind of see how close we're at. Both bikes come with a great electronics package, and that's where things start to differ a little bit. On the R model, you get an additional ride mode called Rally, which lets you, on the fly, switch traction control around, gives you the ability to change the throttle response, really lets you fine-tune the bike. And the nice thing about the traction control, being able to tune that, today we did a lot of sand, we're in Morocco, but there was also a lot of rocky sections too. So we would go through some rocky sections, I'd hit the throttle response into street rather than Rally, which gives a really snappy throttle response, and then have the traction control at like 3, so there wouldn't be so much slip in the rocks and things flying everywhere. But then in the sand, you want to bang that thing down into 1. Traction control wise, Rally was pretty nice in the sand, just giving it the beans. And of course, once we got into the dunes and I had a chance to ride a motorcycle in the dunes, which is something I've never done. I've never rode a motorcycle in the sand dune. 790 Adventure was my first time, and I had a lot of fun. I got stuck twice, but we made it out, we made it in, we cruised around. It was a ton of fun. And of course, when we got into those dunes, we turned the traction control all the way off, which is not, again, like KTM usually does, it's a feature that they include. They let you shut ABS all the way off, they let you shut traction control all the way off. And these bikes, particularly the R model, are really made to go off-road. The ergonomics, I think, is one of the biggest things we all talked about, discussed it today. The fact that the gas tank is so low on this bike, and you've got 5.3 gallons of gas in there, but it's all hung really low. So not only does that keep the weight low on the bike, it also allows you to move around really well. And this is definitely the first adventure bike that I've ridden that I feel so comfortable moving around on. You can really get really far up on the front when you're wanting to make sure that front tire stays, biting, and then pushing your knee into the tank, weighting the foot pegs, things like that around the turns. It works so great. And when you fiddle around with the traction control modes, you can make yourself feel like a Dakar rally star, because you can just drift around corners and you got that little bit of a safety net, and it keeps it reined in. If you are a Dakar rally star, you can turn everything all the way off. So it's a great feature. The standard model is great on the road. We did a little bit of light off-roading with it, totally fine. Again, if this is more your price point, you plan on spending a lot of time on road, again, the wheel sizes are going to give you so many options. I was definitely happier with the suspension on the R model throughout, and I think for myself, the R model stands out, and just because of its adjustability. You've got full adjustability, both front and rear. And the suspension on the R model is kind of a significantly more aggressive, sporty, setup. On the standard model, you don't have any adjustments up front, and you've got spring preload in the rear. So it's a little bit simpler suspension, but it just depends on what you're going to do with the bike. So if you're planning on getting wild, like we did today, and like plenty of other guys did today, the R model might call to you. But it's about understanding what you're going to do. Be realistic with yourself, because this does have a taller seat height. Yeah, there's a host of KTM power parts. We've got the carbon fiber skid plate on the Adventure 790. Okay. I might stick with the plastic skid plate over the carbon fiber. I saw a lot of cracked carbon fiber today from bikes just tipping over on rocks and stuff like that. So really your preference. But again, you know, it's really figure out what you're going to do. You're going to have a taller windscreen on the standard model too. They just put this one on there because it looks good. So this is going to be kind of a brief overview of these bikes, our riding impressions. Just a real quick thing. For the full article, you want to go to Motorcycle.com.